Hello, welcome back to another studio vlog. If you don't know who I am Megan. I'm a digital illustrator who lives in Canada and I draw all things cute. Yesterday I decided to take the day off because I believed that I deserved it. And it's very rare that I believe that I deserved a day off. And if you do the things I do, like create content or just even have a small business, it can be rare that you believe that you deserve a day off, because we have the mentality where we think that if we're not always working, we are going to fall behind and everyone's going to forget about us and no one's going to care about us anymore. But yesterday I truly believed that I deserved the day off and I'm really proud of myself and I enjoyed it. I still ended up drawing, but what I decided to do was look up Inktober prompts, but not exactly Inktober, but those created by other artists, and actually try to do Inktober. And if you don't know what Inktober is, it's basically a one-worded prompt for every day in October, and you're supposed to draw something related to that word, and you post it every day for the month of October. I highly doubt that I would have something for every day in October, but I decided to start working on it and I had a whole lot of fun. Now, I'm not planning to spend a really long time for each prompt. It's something just kind of fun. So my plan was to just maybe work on each prompt for an hour and a half or two. But for this first prompt from an artist, I'm not going to reveal who yet because I don't want you guys to know which prompt theme it is. But you will know on October 1st. But for this first prompt, I decided to just work more on it because it was already something I was planning to do for next year anyway. So it's like, why not? So you'll probably see this artwork be turned into merch. I'm really excited for it. I love how the flat colors turned out and how the overall artwork turned out. Today I am planning to pack Patreon rewards. I want to get them ready for the first send-off since it is a seasonal goodie. After I pack the Patreon rewards, I'm going to make more of the Froggle cake swirl and cat donut stickers, because I'm actually going to have the keychains in time for this upcoming shop update. So that means that I have to make the backing cards for it. I'm not going to do anything too complicated. They're both going to have the exact same backing. I only have a few of each, only 15 of each. I'm expecting to have them by the end of the week. They just got released from customs yesterday, so that should be here very, very soon. I probably won't work on the packaging today. I'll probably save it for later on this week, because right after I make the stickers, I want to start going through the product photos that I took last week so I can start editing them and getting them prepared for the shop update that will probably happen sometime next week, hopefully. So let's get started on that. Nobody asked about this, but I thought I'd just share it with you guys. I always use my Silhouette Portrait 2 via Bluetooth because it's a lot more convenient for me than having it on my desk with the cords attached. And what I use to help me with that is this, called a TP-Link Bluetooth device. And I just take this and I insert it into my USB port on my computer when I need to use my cutting machine. This one's a pretty decent one. I've had it for a couple years now. I have two regular USB ports and then have a USB 3.0, and I always put this in the 3.0 and I rarely have problems with that. These are my 3 USB ports. As you can see, these 2 are normal, and this one, even though some of it has come off, it says USB 3.0. I just take this thing and pop it in. Then you hear that noise, and that means that it's ready to go. You want to make sure you put this in before you open the Silhouette Studio program. These are 2-inch stickers. Usually I like to do 3-inch die cut stickers, but because these are round shape, and when you do a round shaped sticker, 3 inches is pretty huge. If you see my Froggle donut, it's larger than I would like it to be, and it's 3 inches. So I decided to do these 2 and 2 inches. And the acrylic keychains are also the same size. I have a stack of each ready to go for the shop update. I would probably take a photo of them closer to the end of the week when I also get the acrylic keychains.
Some packaging from Eco Enclosed. First thing I got was this packing tape because it was on clearance and it's holiday themed, so this is going to be perfect for taping down all my boxes.
It's Thursday, September 14th. I finally got all the listings done for Etsy. I'm happy with myself. I was able to get that done. I keep forgetting how not so bad it is anymore to put listings on Etsy. I keep thinking that it's such a huge task, but honestly, it's not that bad. In total, I have 13 listings. I did say 14, but I decided to put the 2 donut frogs together in one listing. There's no point putting them into different listings. Just the same item but different color. We need to go back to doing Patreon stuff because I need to do the digital download and have a kind of fun idea. I'm thinking about doing a daily planner where there are ghosts, and for every single weekday they have a different expression depending on what weekday it is, and I think it'd be really funny. I thought that I would talk to you guys a little bit about how orders have been going for me while I'm preparing this letter paper set for the order I'm currently working on. I decided to work on this order so it's already out of the way so I can totally focus on the digital download, because we'll be going out later today, but we'll also be going out tomorrow. My husband is a fan of metal music and I'm going to be going to my first metal show tomorrow. That way I'll have this package ready to be sent when we can go to that. Recently my orders have mostly been coming from Canada, which is really cool because before it was mostly orders from the US. So it's interesting to see more Canadian orders now. I don't think I've had an order from the US in a while now, which is totally fine. This one that I'm currently working on is probably my biggest order that I've had in a while. So it's pretty nice. I've had a few small orders. Mostly they've been of my lanyard with Captain Frog or a mushroom con on it and a bear keychain. The bear keychains are really popular online. I even have one here that's going out with this order. And also this memo pad. This is the last of this memo pad. I made it earlier this year, I think a couple months ago. This is the last one and I probably will not be making them myself for a very long time. I'm happy that this one is going out. I'm also thinking of eventually possibly taking out the letter sets, because although I do enjoy making them, I don't like assembling them. And I only make them when I get an order. If Solar Studio will come out with some kind of bone folding tool that creases your paper for you, I would totally love it. They have an option where you can score your paper, but the blade is actually cutting into the paper and it just doesn't work well for the letter sets. Right now I've already surpassed how much I've made on Etsy compared to last year, so I'm really happy about that. Last year I wasn't as active because I was also still doing French courses, so that hurt my Etsy a lot. Not only that, I started Patreon last year, so most of my focus was on Patreon. When I make my letter paper, I use this crochet hook to help me crease the lines. It's more accurate than using a bone folder. I have a bone folder. I don't like it because how it folds it, you can kind of actually mess up. And with the envelopes, I need a really accurate crease. So because this is small here, I just use the back of this hook to make the crease for me. When I make these envelopes, it's kind of a hit or a miss because I'm trying to make sure it aligns pretty well with the sides, and you can easily mess this up. I try my best to make it as nice as possible. So I usually go 2 times with the back of this, and the crease is really nice and it's very thin. So I'm going to do it on the rest. Usually the envelopes give me the most trouble, but this time they turn out fine. We have 6 ghosts here. Maybe it'd be better if I turn it horizontally instead of vertically, but we'll wait on that. The further down it goes, the happier it gets because it becomes the end of the week. On Monday, he's angry. Tuesday, he's still a little angry, but he feels a little bit better. Wednesday, he has the meh face. Thursday, he's happy because it's getting closer to the weekend. Friday, he's super excited, can't wait for it to be done. The weekend ghost is super smiling, super happy. So that's the plan. I'm probably going to work on this off camera because I would like to get it done before tomorrow, hopefully. I don't know, it depends on what I decide to do. But yeah, I'll get back to you guys when I am done with it. So look what arrived. I didn't think that I would get this in time because the tracking was updating pretty slow. Hopefully everything is alright so I can make the packaging for them and prepare them for the shop update. These are the last items I'm waiting for, so this means I can have the shop update early next week if I want to. I'm thinking maybe next Wednesday or Thursday. Before I think about that, let's open this and see how it turned out. I usually ask for the plastic bags because I reuse them for packaging, but I forgot to this time around. But let's open these and see how they look. Oh, it's super cute. Oh, this one turned out great. I love how it looks like. Super adorable. Here's the front. And then here's the back. He has a meh face on the back. He's on the star key clasp. Front has glitter epoxy resin. It's super cute. I'm happy with how this one turned out. Oh, this one is super cute as well. Here's the donut cat. I asked him to make a hole in the middle and it turned out great. And here is the back, a different face. He's winking here. And of course, I had to put him on a cat key clasp. This is the first time I've ever used this one. And this key clasp is super adorable. And I think they both turn out really well. I think they're the perfect size. The size is super cute. Only got 15 each, so I'm gonna make sure that they're all there. There's actually 16, so it's nice. I got one extra. I'm gonna count again just to make sure. So yeah, there's 16 of them, which I'm really happy about. I'm not gonna complain about getting one extra. So I'm checking some of my keychains now right before we leave because my husband went to go check them out. And I just realized I have the wrong key clasp. I said I was getting the stars, but actually they have the paper here. It's the heart key clasp, and I have like four or five of the Froggle cake swirls with the heart on them, and then the rest have stars on them. So I don't know what happened. It's not a huge deal because then I'll just ask, I guess, on Etsy list the key clasp option, but when I sell in person it's gonna be a little bit more difficult because it's two different key clasps. This has never happened before. I don't know if I should even bother contacting Will Grace about it, but yeah, we'll see. Ah! Yesterday, I had a whole lot of fun at the metal concert. I'm one of those people who love all kinds of music. One genre to me isn't better than the other. If I just like how the music sounds, then it's fine. I've seen things that happen at these type of concerts on social media and TikTok and Instagram and so on. So yeah, it was really cool to experience it. I don't know too much about metal, but I do know that when like a metal song comes on like a video game, most of the time, probably 99.99999% of the time, I think it's a really good song, especially like if it's for a JRPG or like a battle theme in a video game or anything. I vibed with it. It was pretty fun. Today I wanted to work on the keychains, but I don't have a lighter, so I'm not going to. If you're confused about the lighter, if you make resin acrylic keychains and you find that when you receive them there's like scratches or a dip in the resin, or maybe even a chip, you could take a lighter and run it across the charm and it'll most likely fix it. I guess if it's like a super deep defect or something, it might not work, but everything so far I've tried it on has worked. I only was able to fix up some of the ones that I was going to take photos of, and I actually just did that before I started filming this portion. I need to print the digital download and I need to make a post about it. I should have done that yesterday, but didn't have the time to do it. So yeah, let's get started on that. This is how it looks like. I think it's super cute. Monday's ghost is upside down. He's angry. He's not really into Monday. Tuesday, he's also angry. He's a little better from Monday, but he's still a little angry about it. Wednesday, feeling a little better, but then hoping that the weekend comes soon. Thursday here is starting to smile. It's getting closer to the weekend. Friday, excited. It's one day before, and weekend here is just excited that it's finally the weekend.
Working too much, and I've been trying to get some hobbies for months. Another thing that is rather important, like reading a book. I love going to the park. It's so important too.
I was going to make the backing cards for the acrylic charms, but then I thought that I don't really need to be rushing making the backing card because I can't actually work on them until I get the lighter, which we're going to get tomorrow. So you will see me work on the acrylic charms more in the next studio vlog, most likely at the beginning of the vlog. The next shop update will be next Thursday, September 21st. So I will have to have those ready and packed to go. I already took the photos, so we're good to go on that. Oh yeah, also I did message Grace last night about the key clasp. I asked for the heart-shaped one and they sent me the star-shaped one. They got back to me and they told me that they could ship the key clasp in my next order, and I told them I wasn't planning to make any orders the rest of the year. I mean, I almost didn't even make this order, but I had the coupon, so I decided why not. And not only that, it was after I vended at Cosplay Imagineer, so I had some funds that I could use to make these acrylic keychains. They wrote back and told me that they could either give me a $10 off coupon or they could ship the key classes to me, but I would have to assemble them myself, which is perfectly fine. I have the tools to do that. But in the end, I decided just to opt for the $10 off coupon because I am going to be selling these next week. So when I do the Etsy listing, I'll just have it where the customer can choose either the star or the heart key clasp. That will be it for this vlog. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!